Totally. Before we get into examples, I think it's good to look at this slide because I think we talked a lot about making sure that you're designing to parallel or mirror or complement behavior. So we talked about creativity. Expression has been made easier, more creative with all the tools that's available on stories. And the opportunity for a brand, opportunity for a creative person then is to leverage the same unique visual vernaculars, the same expression tools, the same language to speak the same language as your consumer, right? Interactivity is key. Stories, unlike other video formats, has interactive components. Let's play with those to make our communication more of a dialogue, to make it more participatory with interactivity, whether it's the lightweight interactive tool, playing with the native control like you saw earlier, or a true polling or carousel format. I think this sort of setup, how we are thinking about Stories First and how Stories First came about. Every recommendation, every sort of like creative opportunity and approach is based on the behavior that we're seeing on our platform. And then we're going to show you more examples. So for example, I think we talked about leveraging, Stories visual vernacular. This is a good example from APAC for ponds. I'm going to play the optimized asset. As you will see in the optimized asset, it is a passive video, right? A typical video asset that communicates the propositions, the benefits, very simple call to action. And then you're going to see the Stories First execution being more playful by borrowing and mirroring and playing with some native elements to complement their message. So here's the optimized asset. And then the Stories First. I mean, you talked about this earlier, like you noticed the change where, instead of taking you through 5 chapters, the Stories First focuses on only one benefit and a very clear visual representation to give it context, to ground by your eyes and your ears, and then ends with a beautiful call to action that makes you want to swipe up and find out more about your skin. I think that's the beauty of Stories First execution. A lot of them are really single-minded. And as you can tell from the stats on screen, the Stories First execution outperformed the Stories Optimized by quite a significant amount of percentage. Some other ways of leveraging native language